How's it going? This is Greg here with Gag Order, hanging out with Mike Jones. Who?
Mike Jones, aka Wax. How's it going?
And recently on Twitter, you got some praise from Lupe about one of your tracks. What track was that?
That was yesterday. Whatever the date was yesterday, March something. I don't know what date it is usually, but that track was a track called "We Can't All Be Heroes." Yeah. And I guess somehow he saw the video.
That's cool.
And he was feeling it. I guess I got to assume that he saw it on like a couple like rap blogs posted it. So I got to assume he saw it there. But I guess he was feeling it. Yeah.
And what was like your internal feelings when you saw that tweet like at Lupe Fiasco? Oh my God! Like,
I was like, great, man. It just shows the power of the internet. You know, you put something out, you never know who's going to be watching it. You know.
And you guys talk anything after that about like maybe some collabs or anything like that?
Well, I shot him a tweet, you know, like a at Lupe Fiasco, kind of on some like just lighthearted, saying like, "How about you be on the remix?" You know, I'm just putting it out there, and he sent me back. He said he would do it. So I'm not saying that he's gonna do it. I know I got a million people hitting him up or whatever, but I'm gonna send it to him.
That'd be cool. Yeah. That'd be really cool if that ended up like in your inbox again.
Yeah, it'd be crazy.
Yeah, and so like you just released an album in January, right? What was that called?
It's called Continue.
And was that your first album after leaving Def Jam?
Yes, it was.
And I saw that YouTube video you put out kind of explaining like why things kind of fell apart, and you know, it was cool just to see like not like a bitter breakup. And I was wondering if you could like take out one thing from Def Jam that made a positive reaction in you. Like, was there any kind of like...
Yeah, I mean, there was tons of positive there. I mean, probably the most is I just met a lot of good people.
Yeah.
You know, as far as people that I work with from the you know, musically,
right, that I
still maintain contact with, people like Greg Wells, for example. I mean, the whole experience was positive. It was just a learning experience, right. You know. I mean, everything in life is positive. You just learn some, you know.
Mm-hmm. And what's the benefits now of being independent?
There's less pressure, like as far as you kind of can just make whatever you want, and you don't have to make something with you don't have to make music while like thinking too hard about who's gonna like it and who's gonna listen to it and how popular it could be on the radio and things like that.
Yeah, I think that's the best. I think that's like your biggest attraction to your music. That it's so lighthearted and so fun and poppy, and I can feel you having fun with yourself, like in the song. And I was just wondering if you could explain, like, you know, maybe like your process of writing or just kind of jamming with yourself.
Jamming with myself. Sounds like some way you masturbate. I don't know. But my process of writing is probably, I mean, it's different every time, but mostly I just try to, like, you know, just stuff happens to me and I'll write a song about it, you know. A lot of times the best way to write is to not try to write it all and just to say, just go out and do something. Right. And then before you know it, you'll have a song written about what you did instead of trying to write a song. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like that. That's one. Like, there's a few songs out there like actually like are about like, I'm not gonna write you a love song. It's about her writing a love song about not writing a love song. I forget her name, but that's because the record label told her to write a love song. Yeah. So I mean, I guess that's a
Sarah
positive. Sarah Bareilles.
It's spelled like Bareilles. Yeah, so I guess that's a positive thing about working independent. You can do whatever you want and not have to worry about pressure. Is that what it? Yeah. I mean, it's really hard to explain, but. Yeah, I don't know. I enjoy it working independently. I mean, as long as you can make a living at it is really what we all want to do. Exactly.
You know? As long as you can, you know, come to the Middle East and Cambridge and, you know, do interviews with you, and then the next day we'll go to Philly and we'll play for some people there, then go to a bunch of other cities and go home, go back and record, and not have to go to a 9-to-5 job. I mean, that's a lot of us. That's what we want, you know. So.
And speaking of going to Philly, you're on tour right now. Your tour's ending early April, right?
Yeah, April 9th is the last show.
And like, how has the tour been so far? Like, what's one crazy tour story you could?
Crazy tour story?
Yeah.
Crazy tour story. I mean, there's crazy ones that I'm not going to tell because I just don't want to put them out there.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, there's not really. I mean, they've all been. We've just had a lot of really good shows. You know, we party and we hang out afterwards. Sometimes we take it easy. Sometimes we go hard.
Right.
The most fun stories would be probably stories I'm not going to really relate. You know, sexual encounters and things. But Now I want to tell him I'm not going to.
It's all good. Maybe one thing that like is memorable about this tour, like maybe like one like inside joke or something stupid, you know.
What's an inside joke we have on this tour, Tyler?
Like off the top of my head, the road curve.
Oh, that's perfect. So we're actually gonna write a song called Road Curve.
Yeah.
And this is kind of a dirtbag kind of song. It's a thing to say anyway. But when you're on the road, you know, you're a student, right?
Yep.
When you take a test, sometimes there's a curve.
Yep.
You know, so you, like if everybody's fucking up, you know, that D becomes a C.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the way women are when you're on the road and you're in a van with 9 dudes. You're in a van with 9 dudes all day. Like the you know, the 6 becomes a 7.
Yep.
And by the end of the tour, like, dude,
7s
like
or 10s.
anything will make you
Heartbeat,
salivate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Granny.
Yeah, exactly. Grannies, girls that are way too old, way too young, all that stuff. So we like the road curve.
Road goggles.
You know?
Road goggles,
Yeah.
like beer goggles.
Well, it's
like
it's not really the goggles. It's the curve.
It's the curve.
It's the curve.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cause we see it. We see it. We see it. There's
Yeah.
no goggles on. We see what's going
curve
on.
is real.
The curve is
The
real.
curve is real.
The curve is real, and the thirst is real.
And
It's a thirst. Yeah. A curve based on thirst,
curve based on thirst.
and it goes down. The x-axis goes down. The y-axis is time, and the x-axis is the curve.
Fair
So
enough.
it actually forms a parabola.
Forms a
Parabola
parabola.
going downward. And if you go back, well, it's not really a parabola because it's more like a. Never mind. You get the point.
I get the point. And what's your brother Herbal T up to lately? I haven't really heard much.
He is he has a 9 to 5. He has 2 children and a wife. Great, man.
Is he done making music or?
He makes music all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, I haven't. I'm big off
Yeah.
you on YouTube. That one time you rapped in the car traffic jam, I was like, wow, okay,
Cool, man.
this is really something. And then
Oh, thanks, man.
ever since then, it's just been like, you know, following like your YouTube career and then like your actual in studio career. Like it's really interesting to see the kind of juxtaposition that you have. And I was wondering if like you can elaborate on that, like maybe because I feel like YouTube it was all about like the lyrics and like how clever you can get with your phrasing and stuff. And some of the last stuff I've heard a lot was you playing guitar and kind of just speaking from your soul. I was wondering if that would ever kind of match up and maybe even get lyrical on an acoustic track.
You know, I guess when I first started doing the YouTube thing, it was just for fun. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And we were just having a good time with it, me and my brother. And even before that, you know, we'd been making music for a while. Like we're twin brothers, so we've been doing it since we were little kids.
Yeah.
So we started with YouTube when YouTube was kind of not as popular. Like nowadays, starting with YouTube, like YouTube is
The start.
the thing.
Is the start, yeah.
And when we first started, kind of like rapping on YouTube was some nerd, you know. So now it's just normal. So luckily, we just actually are nerds, and so we started doing some nerd, and then it just kind of grew and grew and grew. But I don't know. I don't even think about it like that. I mean, if you look at some of my older, some of the first videos I put up there were acoustic ones. They're not as popular.
Yeah.
But you know, I do some rap stuff, some acoustic stuff. I don't even think about it.
Yeah,
you know?
just do it.
I never think about like what I was gonna do or what it should sound like, or you know, I don't know.
Yeah. And
I've written hundreds of songs. If you ask me how to write a song, I'd have I'd have absolutely no clue how it's done. I don't know. It just
comes.
do it. I don't know.
Did you ever take any music classes in school?
I
or
did.
anything?
When I was in middle school, I took guitar lessons.
Yeah.
And when I was a senior in high school, I took a music theory class, which was funny. Like high school music theory was funny.
Right.
There's 8 people in the class, and the chorus teacher taught the class. And 50% of the time, we just go in the class, and she just wouldn't be there. She was like doing the choir rehearsal or whatever. So it was pretty much like a class.
Right.
But I think I learned a little bit.
So like, I guess like so you never really learned like how to like write music. Is that like?
If you played me a melody right now, it would take me a long time
Yeah.
to write it. But like I know chords. And
So
stuff.
it's something that more comes naturally though, like more by ear as opposed to by page.
Yeah, I don't really write or read music, but I
Right.
do. But I know it. Like I
Yeah.
know like on guitar, like I know theory, and I know chords. I know why this goes like that. Like I do know some theory.
Yeah,
sure.
of course. I mean, you can hear it in your music. It's not like you read it out of a textbook. I feel it's something that
Right,
you've kind of
right.
grown into since you're 5 or 6. or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. And I was lucky when the guitar teacher I had in middle school.
Mhm.
I mean, it was literally like 6th and 7th grade, and all taught me is all the same play to this
Yeah.
day. He was like a blues guy. He was like a Vietnam vet. Like he was.
Shout out
awesome.
music teacher.
Jim Wood, Prince Frederick, Maryland. I haven't talked to you in God knows how long, but he was amazing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You gonna kill the Middle East tonight?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you excited?
Yeah, dude.
All
yeah.
right. All right, that's Wax about to shut down the Middle East here in Cambridge.
Trying my best, yo. Trying to do my best. I feel bad. You probably could hear some clicking of the cough drop I had in my mouth just now. I got a little bit of a sickness going on, which happens oftentimes when you're on
the
tour.
road,
you know?
yeah.
You got 9 dudes in the van, and then
Trapped
you're going
up in
from
sickness.
from hot to cold to hot to cold, and then it's snowing, then it's raining,
Yeah.
and then so and then you're drinking all
Doesn't help.
Yeah.
You sound
Hookers,
all right, though. Hookers.
No, just kidding. But yeah, I'm excited, dude.
Yeah.
Sold out. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. All right, signing out. Wax about to kill Cambridge.
Peace.